Yo, people, you telling me back again for another Red Talk Flawless. What's good, my bro?
Yes, family. What you saying, man? You blessing everything, yeah?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. What you telling me?
Yeah, man. Man's all good, fam. You already know. Just wait for the season to wind down and that, and transfer. Wait for the transfer season. You know what it's like, man. It's always a mazel.
No, I hear it, bro. I hear it, bro. Big up the chat, bro. The man said that Perez is moving mad. Hold on, what's going on, guys?
Go on. What's Perez doing? What's he doing
What,
now?
what's
Tell
happened
me.
with Florentino Perez? Like, I know
Yeah.
apparently he had a they said that he had like a television interview or something, or some sort of interview scheduled for 6 p.m. or Spanish time, and now they're saying that the quotes are brazy, bro. Like,
All right. Well, let's see what the quotes is saying. Cause I swear I seen a tweet saying Casillas said he respects Mourinho as a coach, but he doesn't want him managing Real Madrid. He doesn't think he's the right fit. I know Casillas said that according to the
oh,
tweet. Obviously, the
okay,
chat will let us know. So maybe he responded to that. But Casillas
okay.
is spot on.
He said the
Let's be
person that
honest.
leaked the fight is leaving, so they were salty. Like, who leaked the fight though?
People said it was Chiomeni. How true that is, I don't know.
I doubt it would be him that leaked it because he was in the fight. So
Yeah, he won. So maybe he wanted people to know.
yeah, like I doubt he would leak it because he won, blood. Like, you know the ones. You know when you punch someone up, you ain't even got to say too much because it will get out anyway.
He would. Maybe he wants people to know, hey, don't try me because he's a chilled you know, because he just seems like a calm guy. Like, don't test me.
Mm.
Especially when I apologize. When apparently he went to apologize as well. Was it
But they're saying
Ceballos?
it's Ceballos.
Yes, it's Ceballos.
Had to be an Arsenal brother. You know them ones there. Like I swear down, them pagans, blood. You know them way there, them man there, them weak belly brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Mind
That's
your business.
crazy.
That's what man needs to do. Just mind
I
your
said
business.
Ceballos, you know. Like, so hold on, who did he leak it to?
Probably the papers. Probably the papers.
Brother, hold on, bro. Man said someone thinks they can kick me out the club. They'll have to shoot me. What?
Yo, he wildin', yo. Perez is a
Brother,
wild,
hold on.
he a wild one.
Perez.
He a wild one, man.
What do you mean? You know what I mean? He said the journalist trying to run him out the club with the reports they're putting out. Okay, so man's trying to say there's a conspiracy against him. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say these men are trying to stitch me. Okay.
Man, I
Perez
got a
trying to
point,
do
man.
the Scarface thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Say, bro, like man's not leaving here alive and them things.
You need to get some success, Perez. That's what's going on. I was saying,
Yeah.
like, that's what's happening. It's all a mess over there. You need to pattern up and get shit together. That's what's
Ah,
going on.
no, bruv. Man said Fabrizio's posting all of them in real time. We found the person that leaked the information about Valverde Tramini fight. That person is angry because he's leaving, and that's why he leaked.
Oh, that's why. So man was already on the way out, so he don't
Yeah,
care.
but you know what it is, yeah, bro. Like we've said it before, bro. Fights happen at football clubs
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
the time, bro, and we usually find out when the players have retired. You know them, one.
Yeah.
So this is not a new thing, by the way.
Oh,
And also, Valverde conking his head and ending up going to hospital was not directly linked to the actual fight. Like it happened
oh,
as a result of the fight, but it didn't
yeah.
happen during the fight, if that makes
Also, it
sense.
wasn't like Chouameni pushed him or
No,
something like that, and then he fell. What
no, it
actually
wasn't,
happened?
or else they wouldn't have both got fined. You know them one.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
hear it.
saying? Like, I ain't got all the information. No one has because we
Yeah.
weren't there. But
You
what it
speculating.
feels like is that them man were fighting, and there was like a kerfuffle, and bare people got involved, and people were trying to break it up. And then amongst all of that, it seems like
fell.
Valverde slipped and hit his head. You know them one.
Yeah, I get what you're
That's
saying.
what it seems like because Valverde pretty much came out and said, nah, like my man never boxed, man. And that's what caused me to bust my head. So I kind of believe that. You know them ones. Like I kind of believe it, bro. So I feel like the two things are linked, but they didn't happen in that order.
Don't think it was direct. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying with that. Like
Because
I
if you
said, it's
box
all
a man and he
speculation.
busts his head and ends up in hospital, you're not both getting fined. They would find the brother that threw the punch and they might kick him out the team.
Yeah, depends who you got find, man. Depends what he was fighting over. It is all speculation and stuff like that. But Ceballos leaking it is crazy because he's leaving. That's the maddest part to me. Like, what are you doing? But yeah,
But
well,
regardless
we'll
of who
only
it
know.
was, the fact that
Well,
somebody has leaked it, it shows that the togetherness in the dressing room is just simply not there.
yeah,
Because
it's not.
again, yeah, You see, when you're in a happy environment, yeah, or a healthy environment, the players police each other. You know, the fact that Ceballos felt like he was in a situation where it was safe enough for him to do that, that means everyone's not on the same page anyway, because he would have told certain people that he leaked it. Someone snitched on him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, somewhere down the
it was him.
line, a journalist or someone, or whether he told his brethren, and then the brethren's told someone. And like you said, these things happen, but normally when it is a team that is being successful, like you mentioned, they police it themselves, and it's not really an issue. Like even when Gary Neville spoke about Keenan and Giggs, they had a big argument one time, and because Giggs didn't want to do something for the club, it was some. I think it was a TV appearance, something like that, and they didn't speak for months. But we would have never have known. Same way Keenan Schmeichel got into it on pre-season, didn't speak for months. Rooney mentioned it that him and
Bruv, I think Andy Cole would have
Sheringham
gotten into it with like a few of them as well. With
Sheringham,
you know what I'm saying? He had disagreements with Keno, Schmeichel, all of them, bro. Like it happens, bro. You got
rolling around in the hotel room.
You got big personalities in the dressing room. These things happen regular.
100%. So like that's what it is. Why did it never go against other clubs? Why never Atletico Madrid? Because you're Real Madrid, that's why. And you're unsuccessful. So when you have these things, because even if all these things had happened, if Madrid was being successful, it lightens the tension. When your team's successful and you're on the way to winning trophies, but it's because it's their second season, which has been a new thing because Madrid have been very, very successful over the past 10 years or so. Obviously, they went on that long period without the Champions League from like 2003 to I think it was 2012 or whatever it was. But as of late, they've been winning things. They've been winning Champions Leagues. They've got a couple of leagues, etc. So when Keenan Schmeichel got into it and they woke up Bobby Charlton and stuff like that, like these things happen. Rooney mentioned it that him and Vidic didn't speak for months, and he was like, "All right, come on, man, what we doing? Like we're teammates. Like let's just."
And it happens. And also, when that stuff happens in a healthy dressing room, you'll get other players that will go up to the players and say, "All right, this is dumb. Squash this, man."
Yeah, because when you're all there, you want what's best for the team, and players maybe not talking, maybe don't help, maybe don't bother. Like for instance, Cole and Sheringham, there was no issue watching them two as a kid and growing up. I would have never have known them two had an issue. Not a chance when they was on the pitch. Would you have thought it? But if you think so, then you're gonna get it right. Like, all right, come on, man. Like you two need to talk for the better of the team because everyone's there to win. Ultimately, that's the main aim. Everyone's there, so they're gonna do what is required to do so. So with Madrid, all this don't happen if they're still in the La Liga title race and if they're in the Champions League. They're in the last stages. I don't think all this happens. But
100%. But this is what it is, bro. Like it is the energy that's lingering around there because the season hasn't been positive. So because of that negative energy spilled into the atmosphere in the changing room.
Yeah. That's it, 100%. It's gone into the changing room, and that's why you got the star player you sign, and there's 40 million people signing a petition to get him out. Like that's why these things happen. If you're being successful, this is not the case. Yeah, it's not bad because it's not like it's just one. This is the craziest part about the Madrid thing. It's not just like it's one or two players. There's multiple things that have gone on. Because you got Mbappe apparently like him injured and he's leaving for Italy. Then the petition against him. Then you've got Tchouaméni and Valverde. You've got Rudiger and the fullback Carreras. Then you've got Rudiger and a member of staff. Mbappe and a member of staff. There's multiple players apparently not talking to the coach. Like, you don't really see this? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is what I mean. So, like, with all that going on, it's going to be very, very interesting, guys. Do you know what I mean? To see how this moves, and then Jose coming in. Jose coming in as well is just going to make things even more crazy. You know the ones there.
That's
another divisive character, in a very unstable dressing room, built on very shoddy foundations, bro. Like this has the recipe for being a classic 26-27 season, bro.
Oh, they need to if Amazon or a Netflix or any platform is smart.
Now's the time to get in there. Invest now.
Do a Real Madrid season because I'm going to be locked in 26-27 just to see what's going on because
offer them whatever they want, bro. You know Perez is a money man, bro. Offer them whatever they want for this season.
Because again, Mourinho is not the guy. He can cause an argument in an empty room, and you got all those characters. Thanks. You got all those characters. Or I mean, sorry, he can have an argument in an empty room, and you've already got all of these characters that are on edge with big egos. Anyway, he's falling out with someone. If he's still there by the end of the season, I'll be flabbergasted. All or nothing, Real Madrid, man. That's what you need, man. 100%.
Amazon need to get the duffel bag.
Yeah, drop the bag, man. That's gonna be epic. That is gonna be epic. I need that.
100%. Hey, big up everyone inside. Let's get the likes target up. Well, yeah, this is the super chat. I mean, we'll segue into the Michael Carrick, speculation. But man said I'm against Carrick appointment. I don't see the play improving dreadful football. I was hammering out early. Ineos forget Edison, sign 2 Premier League proven players first, hit the likes and sub. Obviously, the news coming out is that Michael Carrick and his staff are going to be offered new contracts. This is the news coming out. Big up Abdiaziz for the super chat, bro. Listen, I understand people's reservations with Carrick getting a job, but I don't agree with them. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with them. I think that people are well within their right to have their reservations based on, I don't know, it's mainly a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer situation. Because to be honest, yeah, the truth is, whether people like it or not, if Ole doesn't come into Man United, yeah, and have the situation he has, yeah, what Carrick was doing would be enough for people. Do you know what I'm saying? The reason why it's not enough is because in their head, we've been here before. That's the only reason why it's not enough. Because, bro, going from where we suffered, yeah, with Ten Hag, with Amorim, I'll say them two, even though Ten Hag won trophies, Jose won trophies. But because
everybody did by Ole.
Yeah, because of the Ole situation, yeah. Because of the Ole situation, people are now saying Carrick's not good enough when all the metrics point towards the fact that he's overachieving, bruv, and he's doing really well. So it's one of them ones it's 100%, yeah, Ole PTSD, bro, whether people want to admit it or not, because no one can look at what Michael Carrick's done and say this is not good enough to at least get a chance at the job. That's crazy.
And that's where I'm at with it. I had someone say yesterday when I was on back again, and shout out to them, and they were saying about how they don't, because I was saying on merit he's done well enough to get the job. A man said to get the merit thing. So I'm like, there's nothing he could have done then in your eyes for him to get the job. So even if he would have won 15 out of 15 games, played exceptional football, we're bopping teams off the park, he gets every lineup right, he got every substitution right, every tactical adjustment and every tactical decision he made, he got all right, you would still say he's not getting the job. It's unfair. If you're going to judge Michael Carrick, judge him for what he's done. It's not against Ole. Same way if we were to get a manager who's Portuguese, I'm not going to use what Amorim did against said manager. Same way if we were to get a Dutch manager, I wouldn't use him being Dutch for what Ten Hag's done. That their managers are their managers in their own right. I understand the reservations. I hear it because he's not the most experienced, but I'm judging off what he's done at Manchester United so far. I disagree that the football has been dreadful. I think at times it's been bad, but guess what? Our team is not good. So unless you're telling me you think this team is set and is ready, then I would hear the conversation. Hence why I always ask people the same question who are so against Carrick. How many starting players do you think we need? Because if you tell me 5 or you tell me 6 or 7, or I had someone tell me 8, that's pretty much half a new team or a whole new team. So therefore,
half a new squad.
You know, but that's the thing, Rants. I didn't even get into the subs bench side of things. I just said, tell me the starters. Never mind what else we need. So I look into that and go, I take that into strong consideration. And he's won 10 out of 15. Granted, it's not all been great, but I don't think all our performances have been poor. I think we've had some poor ones. I think we've had some average performances. I think we've had some good performances. Because what people do, general consensus is, if United don't attack well and we're not moving the ball well, that means we perform poorly. That's not the case. If you defend well in a game, but attack poor, you was average in the game. Yeah. You got one half of it. Because I guaranteed if we was poor defensively, people would point that out. Like the Sunderland game, for example. I thought the first 20 minutes, we were poor defensively. I think after that, we got it together. Were we poor in the game overall? On the ball, yes. We were dreadful going forward. We were dreadful moving the ball. for various reasons. I don't think it's tactics. I think our lack of athleticism and lack of technical ability showed in that game. We had Martinez, Maguire, Mount Bruno as the spine of our team. No athleticism. It's not high technical. You are going to struggle. That is after Sunderland. That is AFCON over there. That is AFCON United over there in Sunderland. We struggle. Even though they don't have the best technical players, they have a hell of a lot of athletes. So, yeah, like, that's what it is. A man will say, oh, it's not about the football. Look what LVG was doing. LVG had better technical players. We don't have the technical footballers to play the ball that people think we do. Look at our team. We don't have a high technical level. We really, really don't. From all the way from the back four, the defenders, throughout the team. And then you can't even sub that with athleticism. So you have to play with the way we have to play. Like I said, Sunderland, we were defensively solid and dug out a draw playing poorly. Playing poorly going forward. We offered nothing going forward. But that's one thing he's improved. But I think with better players, he deserves the opportunity. That's where I'm at with it. He deserves the opportunity. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's the guy. He's definitely going to take us to the next level. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. None of the managerial candidates, in my opinion, I think take us to the next level. I don't see any of them as Premier League or Champions League.
This is the thing, though. If you're not going a level above Carrick, you might as well stay with him. This is my thing. Man said, Ornstein and Fab said before Carrick got the job that Ineos would interview managers no matter what. So what, bro? You know,
they're still going to interview managers.
They're still going to interview managers, bro.
That's what they're
saying. I'm not sure if you man have had corporate jobs or how much you know about life, but you know, once you work for a company, yeah, like they'll advertise the job externally, even if they're gonna promote somebody to give them the job, because they have to advertise it externally because that's just protocol. They don't just promote you. They'll put the job. They'll advertise the job externally. They always do that. Even if they know that they're going to promote somebody or if they have somebody in mind for a promotion. You know why? Because somebody from outside might come in, and they might fucking set the cat amongst the pigeons, and then you think, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they'll hire the other person, or sometimes they might give my man a promotion and hire the next person, give them another role, bro. Like, it happens, bro. Sometimes people surprise you. You know what I mean? There's no way that Ineos in their wildest dreams thought that Michael Carrick was going to come in and lose only 2 games for the whole season.
That's the thing is, I was there beforehand. I said before that City game, I said under no circumstances, do not give. I said it on here. I said it on my platform. I said it everywhere. Don't give him the job, regardless of what he's done. But he exceeded all my expectations. So therefore, I have to take that into consideration. Otherwise, I'm just being unfair. I have to take that into consideration. Yes, would I have liked him to have been better at times? Yes, of course. But that's every manager. We call Pep's one of the greatest managers of all time, and he about to get beat to a league title by Arteta. These things happen, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's about to happen, and that's a whole conversation in itself as well. So I don't think it's settling when he's done well. He's won 10 out of 15 matches. He has turned us around. He has exceeded general consensus, because when he got the job, people were talking about Europe. It wasn't Champions League. It was, steady the ship, get us back into Europe. He's not only steadied the ship, he's made the ship better. He's gave the ship a makeover. And we are now sat third, and it got to the point where we were saying, hey, if we don't get third, it'd be a disappointment. If we don't get Champions League, it's a disappointment. I'm saying give him the opportunity with better players. That's what I'm saying. And if we don't give him the job and we go get Iriola, for example, or we get a Nagelsmann, cool. Because I don't think there is that much between all of these guys anyway. Like I said, my expectations don't change with the people we've been linked with or Carrick. It's better football overall, better results, third again in the Premier League, target the domestic cups, knockout rounds of the Champions League. And that's with a good window as well, because the window is key. We need a good window, 100%.
100%. The window is the most important thing. And like my man said here, I was promised a job promotion, but still went through an interview process with 5 other people as protocol. So it looks like there's no nepotism. And exactly, but this is how it works. So at the end of the day, they're still going to advertise the Man United job. They're still going to speak to people, but that doesn't mean that Michael Carrick isn't the favorite. And it also doesn't mean that maybe he's been told that the job is his. They still need to advertise, bro, because things change. The same way they wanted to get rid of Ten Hag. They wanted to get rid of him, and then the brothers that they wanted to replace him with didn't want the job, and then they had to go back with their tails between their legs after,
as he said.
you know what I mean, after airing him for months. Do you know what I mean? And he thought he was done at it. Do you know what I mean? And then they had to eat the humble crumble and pay him money they didn't want to pay him, bro, and keep him. Do you know what I mean? So you need to understand that it's one of them situations where even though Carrick's done enough to secure the job, that doesn't mean they're not going to
talk to other managers.
Yeah, they're not going to talk to other people.
All the report said that as well. Or the report said that they're going to talk to other managers, as I would expect. And yeah, that's what it is. He's earned it to run talks ball here. It's not a nepotism thing. It's not because he's an ex-player. This is on merit. He's done unless you expected him to go win the Premier League and play better football across the board, what more was he supposed to do with this group? I think he's maxed out with this group. I don't think this group is capable of dominating games in the manner in which people think it is. I think
at a third place,
points at times.
Given when he took over, he could not possibly do better than third because he was already too far behind City and Arsenal. Like he couldn't do any better.
No, third was it. Did you improve us defensively? Yes. Did you improve us offensively? Yes.
Yes.
So you improved us as a team. You improved individuals as well for the most part. So what are we talking? Like Bruno's now in PFA Player of the Year conversations.
Well, there you go. We've got a rejuvenated Kobe Mainu who wasn't in the team.
Yeah, Maino's much better. Sesko looks much better. Cunha looks so much better. All right, and
Cunha does look better. Not so much. Cunha was struggling under Ruben Amorim. They're calling him a flop.
Yeah, they can't look at Cunha now. Casemiro looks so much better. Maguire's been better.
Another player that was frozen out by Amorim, Casemiro, and then he only started to kind of get back in the team, bro. Like Carrick has earned the job, bro. The difference is, because people have the PTSD from the Oli situation, and also because Carrick's name isn't sexy enough for a lot of these mutants. Because this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because if a manager came in, if a foreign manager came in and did what Michael Carrick did, you know what they would say? You know what they would say? They would say that,
even the job
players next season and he's gonna cook. That's what they'll say. They'll say, he couldn't implement his style of play. He don't have his players. That's the excuse they were using for Ten Hag. That's the excuse they were using for Ruben Amorim. They don't have their players. Let them get their players. Let them have a pre-season. Is that not what they were saying about Ruben Amorim?
That's what they said about Ruben Amorim.
Ruben ain't got his players. He ain't got his wing-backs. Give him a pre-season. He needs more time on the training ground. But somehow, Michael Carrick comes in in the middle of the season to a failing team with low morale and loses 2 games with no signings.
That's spot on, Rants, because I had people telling me, because I don't watch preseason games, telling me, we look better in preseason. That's what people are trying to tell me. We look better in preseason. Then I had other people who I know, I had people in my chat who were at games when they was out stateside and was like, yo, Flawless, we're not no better. It's like people are lying to you. We're no better type of thing. But he deserves it. It's on merit, like Ren Talk Ball said. And like you said, that's a fantastic point about giving him his own players. Why don't Carrick deserve better players? That's what I don't know.
Because his name's not sexy enough. And look at this comment. Man said Liverpool, Chelsea, and Villa capitulated. Let me tell you something, bro. We've lost 2 fucking football matches. I don't care what these men have done. We're the most informed team in the fucking country, bro. Do you think I care what they've done, bro? As much as what they've done, has affected the season, what Ruben Amorim did before that affected the fucking season. So those 2 things balance each other out. We're talking about what Michael Carrick has done since he's come in. We're not speaking about what other people have done because that's a redundant argument. He has achieved more points than all of those teams and Arsenal and Man City. So what you're saying makes no fucking sense, bruv. I'm telling you that.
And to be what you said, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Villa capitulated. Not Villa, but they did capitulate, but we have to take advantage of that.
But we capitulated in the first half of the season, bro. The guy's he's already got more points than Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, teams capitulate all of the time, and with good windows, could them teams overtake us? Yes, but that's implied with anything. That's a statement with anybody.
But it's crazy.
Yeah, because a statement with anyone. That's what don't make no sense about that. If those teams have good windows, they could. Yeah, they could. We're not so far ahead that they couldn't take us over. But this is the point. Implied with everybody. Like that's really it's an empty statement, and he has earned the job. because you have to take advantage of teams not being good.
Brother, if you take
Arsenal,
over,
wait. But France, that's why Arsenal have won. That's why Arsenal are going to win the league. They've took advantage. They've took advantage of other team. They've took advantage of City not being good and the rest of the teams not being good.
They literally took advantage of City dropping points to Everton the other day.
They go and took advantage. Slot did it. Look how Slot looks now to how Slot looked last season when they won the league. They took advantage of it. It happens. We've done it before. There's titles Manchester United have won, and we've not been a great side, but you take advantage. People act like, why is that criticism? So we can only give credit if Villa and Chelsea and Liverpool were at their best. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Bro, but this is why, that's why the frustrating thing about this fan base is, yeah, it's like, you gave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, bare backing based off nothing. You know them ones? Like, based off nothing. Like, let's be honest. Like, the guy's got a relegation on his CV when he come in. Do you know what I'm saying? And was managing at fucking Molde, bro, which is not even probably not even a top 8 league in Europe, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So the fact that Michael Carrick technically, was more qualified than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come in for this job anyway, because Michael Carrick was doing his badges at Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? He actually worked as coaching staff for Jose and for Ole. So he'd been at the club, been around the club and experienced the club. Do you know what I mean? And let's not go back to the fact that Carrick was a better player than Ole. Yeah, he was a fucking more intelligent player. He was a fucking midfield player, bruv. This brother came in and replaced. This guy seamlessly replaced Roy Keane and helped us win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, bro. So fuck that. If you want to go all the way back to the Premier League career, yeah, he's a bigger player for us than Ole was. Ole scored one goal that everyone remembers him for, yeah. Michael Carrick was a part of a very solid spine for Man United for multiple years.
He was a key player in that. And also what people forget in regards to the managerial side of things, go back and check our results after the PSG game. After that PSG game, we lost 8 and 10.
But they were horrible. Brother, this is what I'm trying to say. So, you know what the wickedest thing is, yeah? Comparing him to Ole is crazy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Comparing him to Ole is crazy from a coaching standpoint because he'd been at the club for so long, bro. Like, he even said, bro, I've known Kobe since he was a kid. When he was doing his coaching badges, he was fucking doing his badges with the youth team, and Ole was and Kobe was in the youth team. Do you know what I'm saying? So this brother's been coaching these brothers. A lot of these brothers now, from when they were little, he's been around the club as well. So he's been a part of the environment. Ole wasn't. Ole was in fucking Norway.
So, he was in Norway.
So Ole was not more qualified than Michael Carrick here to even get the interim job. Like, he wasn't. So the comparisons are redundant anyway. And then on top of that, yeah, Carrick has lost 2 fucking games, blood.
If he
man is saying he hasn't earned it. Well, if he hasn't earned it by losing only 2 games, yeah, getting us Champions League, beating all of the big 6, yeah, then nobody can earn it.
Yeah, what is the bar? What is the bar for entry to pass?
The bar is don't be Michael Carrick, bro. That's the bar.
That's the bar. Just don't be Carrick. You got to be Carrick, man. C-A-R-R-I-Q-U-E.
That's the bar.
That's what it is. You got to be C-A-R-R-I-Q-U-E. He's done well enough, people. Again, on merit, he does. He deserves a shot with better players because he's maxed out with these lot. Granted, would I like to us to have been better at points? Yes, but I understand where this team is. I think we're way short in regards to where this team needs to be. We lack technical ability and we lack athleticism. And I'm gonna keep talking about it. We do.
But if we lack all these things, yeah, and previous managers have struggled, yeah, and he hasn't, then that's just an extra. That's a green flag.
Yeah, he's got what he needs to get out of it. Bear in mind that Martinez has just come back. I say our 2 first choice centre backs missing, our best centre back missing, our fullbacks, all from an overall standpoint, are not good enough. Our midfield lacks a lot. Even though Maino and Casemiro have done well, they're not the best partnership in regards to profiles for each other. And then we got unknowns in centre forward in Sesko as well. Granted, Cunha and Bremo are a bit more senior. Yes, they've been here. But people will tell you how much is lacking. I'm fully aware. Like, because you look at it, you could argue we need a centre back. To me, I've said this, we need 2 fullbacks. And we need to, at rate Maino, we need 2 starting midfielders alongside in there, though, to go and compete. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So what we saying? 2? You saying? And she's talking 3, 4, 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? And people are talking about left wing as well. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. And that's what I mean. It's bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear this. This is accurate. I see some of this. To official SI, yeah. This is
100%. Man said I hate Amarin, but when he was here, everyone said the team is good enough. Our team isn't that shit, man, brother.
I think it's shit.
Brother, no, but our team can't be shit. We're third in the league. Carrick's only lost 2 games, so I don't know how this comment even makes sense, bro. When Amarim had these players, people weren't saying the team was good enough at the beginning. They weren't saying that. They made a million fucking excuses for this guy, bro. They made a million. When he wasn't playing Casemiro, half the fan base, no, actually, I'm being generous. 3/4 of the fan base were saying, yeah, Cass is washed. You man forgot that now, and it feels like a long time since man were telling me Casemiro was washed. Do you know what I'm saying? He's our best fucking player. And he's our best fucking player, bro. And it's not close.
Yeah. And to Jerry, when you say that about people saying the team isn't good enough, no, the team's not good enough for where Manchester United want to go to. So let me clarify this for people. It's not good enough currently right now to go and compete and win Premier Leagues and be in the latter stages of the Champions Leagues. But it was better than what Amarim was showing. That was the point. It was better than 15th. It's better than playing only 1 game a week because you're getting knocked out of competitions. It's better. It's defensively better than it was showing. It was offensively better because Carrick outperformed him on all metrics. That's what we're talking about. The team isn't shit, no. But the team's not good enough for where we want it to go. That's the point we was making. The team is probably roundabout where it should be.
They are where they should be based on the start of the season we had. Do you know what I'm saying? And the work that we have to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, this comment, man saying the same argument used to defend results apply to performances and style. I trust the eye test and I don't see this as sustainable. Carrick isn't Oli, but that doesn't make him right. Bro, let me tell you why that don't make sense. Because you're talking about performance and style of play, but guess what? If we were playing great football and we were fucking losing and we didn't make Champions League, you man wouldn't want Carrick here.
True.
You wouldn't. So you man are chatting shit respectfully, Abdi Aziz, because you're my guy. You're part of the community. Do you know what I mean? And I respect your opinion. But if we are playing good football, and we were losing, you wouldn't want him here, bro. So style of play is not more important than winning at the beginning because he doesn't have his players. So this style of play shit needs to go in the bin, bruv. Because it doesn't mean shit, bruv, if you're not winning games, blood.
Yeah, and he's also an interim. So when you come in to steady the ship, it's about getting it right. And I don't think our performances, I'll stand by this, are as bad as people have been making out overall. I don't think our performances have been as bad as people
not, bro.
Out.
You know what I mean? Most Man United games,
we've had a couple.
We're taking one chance away from people not even talking about the performance. Yeah. You know them, man. Like, that's the reality, bro. The Bournemouth game, the Bournemouth game, we should have never drawn that game.
No. Well, people never drawn that fucking performance. I personally don't think it was a bad performance. The only bad performance I think we had, I thought Leeds, we were terrible. I thought Brentford, we weren't good in particular the first half.
And even the Newcastle game that we lost, brother, for large spells of the game, we were the better team, bruv. And we just didn't score.
And here's the thing is with the Newcastle game, you know the reason why I don't put that down to bad performance. Styles make fights. Stylistically, they are all wrong for us. We always struggle against Newcastle. You know why? Because their pace, power, and strength. That's why even though they had 10 men, it looked like 11 versus 11. Because we don't have the athleticism to keep up with them. Hence why Sunderland did the same thing, people. We struggle. When teams have pace, power, strength, and athleticism, when you see Wakandan power on the other side, from any team we're facing, long day. You see athletic brothers on the other side, long. I knew that against Sunderland.
It's
knew
true.
What it was going to be. Hence why against Newcastle, I wasn't that mad because I understand we don't.
That's why personnel is important for Michael Carrick to be able to counteract this. Like, man said, have people done the research into Carrick's style of play? No, they haven't. You know why? Because they didn't want him anyway. You see these United fans, when they want a player, all of a sudden there's a 10-minute compilation on YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying? When these man saw Ruben Amorim's name, these man had a breakdown of everything he does and the wing backs and the inverted and all these things. But because it was Michael Carrick, because they didn't want Michael Carrick, they haven't educated themselves on potentially what he wants to play. They're just assuming that what we're seeing right now is what he wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
I see what he's trying to do at times. We just are unable to sustain it because not only is that a lack of athleticism, it's a lack of high-tech technical ability as well. We're not a keep ball possession, buck teams off the park with 70% possession for 80 minutes. That's not this team. We are a team who can be defensively solid, counter-attack if needs be, stay in games when we're not playing well. We can play good football at times, but we're not there yet. We're probably round about where we should be, and maxed out, depending on who we're playing against. Like that's what that is with it. And he's an interim. Results was his main MO, not style.
But bro, it's everyone's
better because we've defended well for the most part. We've been defensively much better. With the whole
we have been solid structurally. Do you know what I'm saying? We've been solid structurally, and that's the thing I've been most impressed with, because the first step to building a successful team is making them hard to beat, bro. And the proof is in the pudding. We've lost 2 games.
We're tough to beat, and we don't give up a whole heap of chances.
And you could argue at least one of them games we didn't deserve to lose. So
we don't give up a whole heap of chances. We don't. It's not.
But this is what I mean.
Not Brentford.
But this is what I mean, my brother. So people are doing way too much with this style of play. Rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to win. You have to win games in order to earn time to implement anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And any manager with sense knows that you have to earn the right to be here. You have to pay your rent every day as a manager, bro. Do you know what I mean? The reason why Arne Slot, right now, is being given the benefit of the doubt at Liverpool is because he won the league the season before. Because if he hadn't won the Premier League, he would have been out on his arse already. But he's earned that in the eyes of the board. So in order for Carrick to earn the right to play the football that he wants to play, he must win. And he's done that. I've never seen a fan base complain, about man winning, bro. And this is exactly why, I'm telling you, this fan base ain't got no sense, bro, because the argument that they're making is not a logical argument, because there's nowhere in life, that you can hit all of the achievements expected for you, and the man say, you still ain't earned it.
Nah, because like I say, people not only want us to win, but they want us to win how they want us to win.
But bro, imagine you work in a sales job, and they say to you, you've got an 800 sales target for the month, and your bonus is 20%, and then you get 900, and they say, but man don't like the way you hit the target.
Yeah, of course.
Man don't like the way you did it. You know them ones. Them man said, oh nah, like because you got 300 sales on the last day, so like you kind of stat padded the sales, blood. So like we're gonna withhold your bonus, man. Like you haven't earned it, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, you gave me a target, I hit that target expeditiously. Do you know what I mean? Because he could have got top 5. This brother's securing top 3. Do you know what I'm saying? And then not only is he secured top 3, but the brother's beaten every single Big 6 team, beaten all of his rivals, but it's still not good enough, bro. So what is then?
And he did it in impressive fashion as well. The wins against the Big 6.
Brother, look at the way we beat Arsenal, at their gaff. We beat Liverpool at Anfield. We beat Chelsea at Chelsea.
Beat Liverpool at here. Beat
like what the fuck, bro? But it's not. But we didn't do it well.
But Spurs, who we haven't beaten, and in regards to the sustainability, I see what he's trying to do at points, like I said, and also sustainability. People just think on the ball, off the ball. I see what he's trying to do. So I think we're a better team. I think we're even better defensively.
But that was sustainability. One of my team that can defend is sustainable.
Yeah,
you know the ones there.
Great platform. That's why we win the games.
Brother, you have to build things on strong foundations. The strongest foundation in football is a very strong defense. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you look at Arsenal, their attack is shoddy, bro. But guess what? The reason why they keep putting themselves in positions to win is because they can rely on their defense. Am I lying?
Yeah, it's a defense thing. It's defense first, as bad as their attack is.
Because City outscore them every season. So it's got nothing to do with attack. Like, they win the league is fully down on the fact that they could trust in their defense. The reason why they could win so many games 1-0, and the reason why they can rely on a single set piece is because their defense. Yeah. That is why. So
the best team in Europe right now, as great as their attack is, defensively, PSG are on it. They do the ugly side of the game very, very, very,
Brother, the
very,
reason why I
very well.
chose PSG to beat Bayern Munich was because I compared the two teams' defenses.
Defensively, they're on it, and a lot of their attacking players do the defensive side very well. As much as we'll talk about Vitinha and Ruiz and Neves,
the front foot pressing from the likes of Kvaratskhelia, from Dembele.
What them man do on the ball is incredible, but what they do defensively is also incredible because they beat PSG, they beat Bayern Munich. Well, obviously they drew the second leg in two different ways. The first game they just out footballed them and it was straight attack. Secondly, with
defensively they were brilliant in the second leg. They showed the versatility to them that I wasn't sure that they had. So
you know how I knew they had it? Because they did the same to Liverpool. Even though Liverpool are not at their best and have been awful, that second leg, they did the ugly side of the game at Anfield. They didn't really out-football them like that and be great. But if you're not great, you have to be able to rely on them. This is not us saying United at PSG level or Carrick is Enrique. I'm just saying from a defensive standpoint, he's improved us heavily, and I don't rate our defense. So I think as a better team,
brother, no one rated our defense, bro. This brother was for the big games he set up with a defense that these men were complaining about. Shaw, Dallo, Maguire. They said that this is a Ollie back four. We can't win with these defenders, bro. He did.
I don't rate them
again and again and again. Do you know what I mean? The three of the back four, that these man told us that we can't win games with, the guy won games comfortably with. But man are telling me that he's not setting us up properly. Are you all right? Like, brother, that is the most sustainable setup of defensively that man's ever seen, bro, for a long time at this fucking club. Because if he can do it with those players, he can do it with better players.
Because imagine we get a couple new fullbacks or a centre back and we actually get a DM and how much better we will be. And then because we get technically better players, we're keeping the ball more, so then we defend this. People, you have to take these things into consideration, man. People keep talking a style of play, being defensively solid. That is a part of said style of play.
But that's
unless
what
you
I'm
just
saying,
want us
bro.
to be great going forward and get packed up. But yeah. Right.
But this is what I'm saying. So like, bro, I'm saying, like, the metrics they're using, the metrics they're using to judge Michael Carrick on they're not serious, bro.
Yeah, it's unfair. It's very, very unfair.
Do you know what I mean? Like, brother, it don't make no fucking sense, bro. And this is why, it's like it's funny because people comment saying, right, it's weird that Rants' channel's now the positive channel. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like everyone else is bitching about Michael Carrick, and it's weird, innit? But the thing is, I can only use the most logical way of thinking when judging the situation, because what a lot of people don't do with sports, which they should do, is they should actually compare it to normal life. Football's a job. Football's a job. Just because we love football, and people don't see it as a job, football's a job. You still have targets. Do you know what I'm saying? In your job that you're in right now, if you hit all the fucking targets, and then man turned around and said, you know what? Haven't earned your job. I don't like the way you did it. You haven't earned your job. Do you know what I mean? You don't smile enough in the office. You know them ones. They be like, you are the best worker. You're the best worker, but you don't come out for work drinks. Do you know what I mean? You don't smile. You don't laugh at my jokes. You know them ones there. Like, you're not friendly enough. So what we're going to do is we're not going to give you your bonus because, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, and that's it. Because like I said, style of play ties in.
Yeah, man, I don't like the way you do it. You know, I don't like your shoes, man. Like, I don't like. You're not the best dressed in the office.
Sold to the customers because you didn't build rapport with them. You just got straight to the sale.
That's what I mean. That's it.
What it is.
You hit your targets. Do you know what I'm saying? But did you wish them a Merry Christmas? No, you didn't.
You didn't build rapport, man.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what that is.
The fuck out of here.
Nah, I hit my target, and that's what he's done. Like I said, is it sustainable? What he's doing, and that's what it is. Rants is just giving his honest opinion. So your Rants ain't going to ever be a negative or positive channel overall. He's just going to base it off of what he sees. And what he sees is that, Carrick's doing well. I'm the one who said at the start, don't give Carrick the job regardless what he does.
You did.
He exceeded all my expectations. So therefore, I have to give the man credit. It's on merit. It's on merit. I never thought he was going to do this. I didn't think third was possible with this lot. I didn't think third was possible. Someone would have said, bro. I thought
just Carrick was going to get us top 4 because I believed in how good our squad was. And you guys can keep going back. I've always backed the players.
You said this. I
Always.
didn't. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was looking at it and went 5th. But I remember saying, you know what, 5th gets you Champions League, so maybe.
Bro, I remember at the beginning of the season, you were talking about Aston Villa and all these men having better squads than us. I remember, because I remember the conversation. I told all of you lot. I said, listen, do you know what I'm saying? We got one of the best squads in the league, bro. Like, only City got a better squad than us 1-20. I was adamant.
Yeah, I remember
you know that one.
And what it took his character to come in and for me to go, all right, Fez, you exceeded my expectations. That's what it is. I didn't see this with this lot. I did not see third. I think it was just, so I remember Saeed saying it when Carrick got the job. Saeed was saying, yeah, 3rd place. And I was like, no. But hey, let's do it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I thought the squad was better than what Amarim was doing with it, but I didn't think it was this.
Bro,
I didn't think it was third
bro,
place.
I knew it was this, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. So for me, like, I have to. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he turned and said, it's actually fair supports Carrick. Bro, 100%. You have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know why? Because Ruben Amorim, yeah, I can only judge him on his accolades and what he done at Sporting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a manager that has won things everywhere he's gone, yeah, who am I to just flat out from the beginning and just say he won't do it at Man United?
Yeah,
because then I'm not. Because then it's not fair, bro.
Yeah, that's just unfair.
One thing about me is I'm gonna give you an opportunity, bro, if I believe that you've shown something. Do you know what I'm saying? If somebody said, if you would never see me saying, give Michael Carrick the permanent job, yeah, straight away, yeah, based on, you know, when he came in as interim,
his CV.
Said, oh, just give Carrick the job because he could do it. But I believe
you look at the CV. Yeah. That's why the CV is there, and that's in everything back to everyday life, every job.
I believe he could do it, bro.
Yeah, they'll ask you
I needed to see it, and now I've seen it. I know that he can do it if you give him the right players. I know he can do it because he's got the temperament.
Right.
You've never seen Carrick crash out on the sideline. Do you know what I'm saying? You've never seen him crash out in an interview, and even after the games where he's called out referees and everything, he's done it in a calm manner, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's astute. He's not afraid to speak his mind, because when we were getting fucked over by refs, he's one of the first managers that I've seen sit down and say, yeah, this was bullshit. Like, explain this. Do you know what I'm saying? And I rate that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got a good fucking, he's got very good rapport with the players, and he reads situations very well. He knows when players need an arm around them. He knows when they don't. He knows when he needs to talk up players in the media. He knows when he doesn't need to talk. As a manager, as a man manager, as a person, he knows how to lead the men in it, and it's very important as a manager.
Yeah, he's a common influence, and that's what you want.
You need to know how to lead men. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. So, all the people that are criticizing his style of play, yeah, none of these guys can tell us the kind of football that Carrick wants to play, because they don't know shit about his footballing philosophy. Because these footballing breakdowns, they're not on YouTube, because you man don't know, because you haven't studied him, because you didn't think he was going to be here. That's the truth.
Yeah, so he has studied Middlesbrough. For me, that's just guessing from what we've seen in parts, and this is me just looking at it from the Manchester United stint. And
also, Flawless.
Go on.
You can't even look at Middlesbrough, because Middlesbrough are not Man United. You know the one. The way that you want to play at Middlesbrough to get promoted is not the same way you play at Man United. Because at Man United, you know that not only do you need to win, but you need to play a certain style of football, yeah, long term, to keep your job. So the pressures are different. Like even Ollie said, I can't keep playing this counter-attacking football. I need to be more possession-based, because the fans are not going to put up with me doing fucking smash and grabs every week. Ollie understands this. Carrick understands this.
Yeah, and I think from what I've seen, Carrick, because we've tried to. I think at points, I just think we've been unable to because of the players. But it seems we want to get on the ball and play football. That's
look at the way we play out from the goalkeeper. I hate it, bro. I don't want the keeper playing out like that. But Carrick wants to play out. I don't want to play out. Our keeper's got great kicking. Kick that shit. I ain't trying to see him.
Our striker is a 6'5",
kick
power
that.
Forward. Kick the ball and let him compete, man. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at with it. And I don't think we have the players to play out from the back. If we have technically better players, I'm with it. We don't kick the ball long and turn the opposition around, man. That's where I'm at with it. That annoys me during games at times. I'm critical of Carrick and the players for that. Like, yeah, I'm not with it.
100%. So when you look at the situation, he's not being judged fairly, factually. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand people's reservations, but the truth is, yeah, a lot of your reservations are coming from the fact, yeah, that we had Ollie first. They're not coming from a place of genuine concern. It's coming from fear. That's two different things. Do you know what I'm saying? In life, yeah, if you're afraid to fail, yeah, you will miss out on a lot of achievements.
You're never going to do anything.
You're never going to do nothing, bro, because guess what, yeah, failure is a part of life. Do you know what I mean? They always say it, bro. Like, a winner is just someone that didn't give up.
Yeah, facts, man. Like, so it's either you fail, you either win or it's a lesson. That's what that is, man. Because you can learn from failing. Because you learn how to do. Even when we were growing up playing consoles and that, yo, when you failed at a game, like, I'm gonna figure out how to get around this. Like the same way. Or when you lot figured out how to talk to Gyal as you got older. You know what I'm saying? Your game improved. You don't approach every Gyal the same. You know what I'm saying? You add shit. You add shit to your bag.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, literally, you man was there on Twitch the other day. A man completed the game, bro. How many times did I fucking die during the game? Like,
bro, man, you figured it out.
I died bare times. But I completed the game. But I died bare. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't take away from the fact that I completed the game. I fucking died bare times. You man see me dying, bro, fighting the boss, dying, blood. Must have died 10 times.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I fucking killed him in the end. You know them way that I killed that motherfucker in the end, bro. Do you know what I mean? Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I killed that motherfucker, bro. You know them way there. Man got chopped up, but it took a while. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is this is the reality. It took a while. Man got sliced. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where man need to understand, yeah, that like man are gonna lose games. Man are like, these things happen. These things happen. They're character building. There's never gonna be a manager that comes in, plays amazing football straight away, and goes undefeated, bro. Where's it happened?
That's what people want. Yeah, that's what people want, man. People want it to be FIFA and FM. A manager wins, you get all the signings right, and you win 10 out, and it's 10 out of 10 wins in the Premier League, and you win everything and every game and that. It don't work like that. It doesn't.
But then the thing is, Michael Carrick came in, yeah, smoked City and Arsenal in the first 2 games, and people couldn't wait to complain, bro. Like, we ended up drawing a game or something like that. We ended up drawing a game, yeah. I think West Ham we ended up drawing, and then everyone was crying, fuck off.
Because people moved the goalposts, because I'm not going to forget, we were supposed to get packed up by City. Then when we beat City, it was because it's not City of old and it's a Manchester derby and it was at home, but we're going to lose to Arsenal. We then went and beat Arsenal, but it's like, oh, United can play counter-attacking football. We're good at that. Wait until we play someone and it's not a big game. I think we then won the game after that. Then the excuse changed. Like, people are just going to continue to make excuses up as to why they don't want him. And again, I hear it, but give me logical reasons behind it. Don't use Ollie. Blame Carrick. Criticize him. If you want to say, oh, I want him to be more proactive.
Here's the wickedest bit, yeah. The wickedest bit of all this, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? And guys that have their reservations about Carrick, you're allowed to have your reservations, but you must be fair. Because if Iriola comes in, yeah, if Iriola comes in, for example, yeah, gets his signings, and then he loses 4 of the first 5 games, these motherfuckers are gonna say, oh, well, he needs time to implement his style of play. True. Why doesn't Carrick need time to implement his style of play? He's winning. You know them ones there, like, he's winning, but there's no mention of him needing time to implement a style of play, because he must have one, because every manager has one. Do you know what I'm saying? You man are just assuming that it's his style of play because you're looking for a stick to beat him with because he's winning. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. And then the wickedest thing is, they'll say, yeah, but we know Iriola's style of play. Why do you know his style of play? Because you're more familiar with him because you've seen him in the league.
We know exactly what Iriola's trying to do, whereas with Carrick, it's more of a guessing game. Because I've said this, I see what Carrick's trying to do for the most part, but again, I just don't think it's sustainable with what we have. And also with the style of play, you should be adaptable. I don't want us playing the same way 24/7. So if we play the same way every single game, that means it makes it easier for a team to counteract that. And
that's one of the most impressive things about Michael Carrick.
Be adaptable.
When we're changing formations in games, changing systems in games, we ain't seen that at Man United for ages. We had a brother that was fucking weird. We need to win a final. This brother had 5 defenders on.
5 defenders, you know. Chasing
5 defenders, you know, we're chasing a final. The most anti-Man United thing we've ever seen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
5 at the back. The Everton 1-0 is the killer against 10 men. That's the killer right there. They even go for it. They even go for it and lose 2-0. Absolutely shocking, absolutely abysmal. So, yeah, you want your manager to have his fundamentals in regards to however you're playing, but I want us to be able to be versatile. And I like Iraola. I'm a big fan of his football, but if he was to join, I would like to see him show more of his versatility. And maybe he does because he's at Manchester United and he has better players at his disposal. Because just being attack, it makes you easier to set up. Same way if you're just defense. So yeah, with the Carrick, again, I think I see what he's trying to do. Like I said, it's just not sustainable, but give him an opportunity to do so. Keep saying it's an opportunity for me. That's just me though.
Bro, this comment, man said you're too smart. Football knows said, to be Carrick in. I told man Carrick out by November, just watch. Bro, let me tell you something, in life, some people are so smart they're stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can be book smart, but if you don't understand life, you're an idiot, bro. Because all this so-called intelligence means nothing, bro. You need to understand life. You need to understand people. Do you know what I mean? And the people that are the most successful in life tend to be the people that understand people, bro, and understand situations. This is why people use the term street smart, because you can be book smart, but it don't help you on the streets, blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a different thing.
Reality, bro. So if you're not a manager, when you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson was the most street smart manager. He wasn't the most book smart coach in the world, bro. Don't say he wasn't
A1
for things tactically. He wasn't, but he understood how to read people. He understood how to motivate people. He understood psychology. You think when he was standing on the side of the pitch tapping the watch, who do you think that was for? Who do you think that was for? That was for the officials. That was for his players. That was psychological warfare, bro.
As well.
That's what it was. The guys on the other team used to shit themselves when they saw that guy standing on the side. Do you know what I mean? Because they knew that they was going to see 6 minutes just because Fergie stood up. You know, them ones there. That had nothing to do. That had absolutely nothing to do with being the best coach in the world. He understood people. He understood how to manipulate situations to benefit us. You know what I mean? He understood how to motivate players. He understood how to galvanize the dressing room. He understood all of those things. And that made him the most successful manager in the history of this fucking Premier League. So all of this smart shit don't mean anything. I'm sure Ruben Amorim is a smart guy, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He speaks multiple languages. He's young. He's intelligent. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's smart, bro. But in the arena that he needed to be intelligent in, he was thick as fuck, bro.
Yeah, because man,
do you know what I'm saying?
Picking
do you know what I mean? Fucking stupid.
Yeah, and the thing is with the Carrick thing, maybe Carrick falls off a cliff, people. Let's say we bring players in, and then from August to December, Carrick's awful, and we're languishing in 10th. All right, cool. On to the next manager. It's really not that big of it. And if people want to say, they called it early, like some people called the Amorim one early, cool.
Brother,
can only go off of what it is.
Flawless. If you come in, and you say, nah, Amorim out, it's 50% you're gonna be right. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not a fucking genius. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because with a lot of these guys, there's as many cons as pros, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the cons with Michael Carrick is, like there's not a big enough sample size of knowing what his ceiling is, so naturally it's a risk. So we're only judging him on what he's done now, and again, the sample size isn't really that high, so it is a risk. Do you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, if you bring in an Iraola, knowing that he needs a certain profile of player and he's not a pragmatist, then you're like, fuck, I need to build a whole squad for this guy. And if I don't, he's probably going to fail. Do you know what I'm saying? But then we can just blame the Glazers and we can just blame the owners. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter whose fault it is, he fucking failed. Do you know what I mean?
That's why they need to be on board with whoever it is. And that's why it's a key decision for them in regards to this squad building. The manager has to be on board with who you're getting. Because I've heard people say that, like you mentioned that with the Iraola thing. We need to get Iraola's players, or we need to get Nagelsmann. We should have quality players. And the manager should be able to deal with what that is, because it
Who saw
should be
Thomas
on
Frank,
board.
yeah, almost relegating Spurs? Because
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one
no
did.
one seen that. Yeah, I didn't see
No
that.
one did, bro. He was
Don't
at
see
Brentford,
that.
a worse club than Spurs.
And he was doing well. He did very well there.
And he did very well at Brentford. He stabilized that club for many, many, many years. Nobody saw him going to Spurs and almost relegating them. No one saw that. And it wasn't his fault because there were injuries, but also he just didn't perform to the level people expected. So when you go and get a tried and trusted guy, yeah, there's always risks. There's no such thing as a sure thing in football. The only sure thing could have been Luis Enrique. And even Enrique, he's not a sure thing from the jump because now you need to build a squad for him.
Because that's key. Build a squad for whoever it is, but build a squad in United's image, and the manager comes and adds to that. You know what I'm saying? And works with what you have because you might have run the same wavelength. That's where it's at. Like to the sales analogy, this is what we sell here. Are you good at selling whatever it is?
Right.
Like that's it. You have to be on board with this in the same way with it. So yeah, with Carrick, is it a risk? Yes, but they all are. Now you just try to minimize the risk. That's what it is. And that's 100%. It. We can change our minds based off of new evidence.
And that's exactly what you did. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, the evidence wasn't there. And this is why I backed the appointment of Michael Carrick. But from the jump, I wasn't saying just give him the job because there was no premise to do that. There was no basis because he hadn't done nothing. No. Do you know what I'm saying? And now he's done this. Like I said, you can't tell a man that's achieved his targets. Oh yeah, but I don't like the way you did them.
Yeah, like he's achieved the targets. Like I can't like. He exceeded all my, and again, I don't think the performances, and I will continue to state this, have been anywhere as bad as people are making out.
They haven't.
I understand where the squad is short. Oh, good family. I fully understand where this squad is short. But yeah, you lot run up the likes, man. Hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. What you lot saying? I just pulled up the comments now to see what you lot saying. What you lot saying? If Areola fails, the excuses will come out. We need players, give him 3 seasons, blah blah blah, and that's with any manager. So it's like, yo, give him opportunity. What's this? Rants and Flawless, with all due respect to whoever's going to be our new manager, bringing new players. I'm not going to trust them unless they prove me wrong to win the trophy next season. Which trophy, Noah? Which trophy are you looking at? Because there's going to be 4 competitions we're in. Like, which one are you looking at? People forget Michael Carrick actually understands what makes Manchester United successful in the first place. Calm under pressure, intelligent football, controlling midfield, discipline. That's fair. With Xavi, he'd be a risk as well, though, Jesse. Like, I understand people campaigning and saying, go get Xavi because of what he's done. Again, his CV, he did very well at Barcelona. Won La Liga. He brought through the likes of Pedri and Gavi and others, etc. So I get that as well. I get that. And that's why I asked him which trophy. Flawless Carrick has to keep winning, and 2 losses in a row will lead people to changing their mind about it and feel like that shows why it ain't healthy, sustainable. Line between keeping him and not is thin. Here's what I'd say about that, though, in regards to it. They're not people that you should pay attention to, because that's just go with the wind if he loses 2 games. Because then if he wins 2 games, he's great. If he loses 2 games, no. How did you lose the 2 games? Who were the 2 games to? Who did you win against? What run are you coming off? Were you just 8 unbeaten with 6 wins and 2 draws, and then you lost it? Like, these things like take into consideration with all of that. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but also just in general, guys, you have to be real, yeah. Like anyone, yeah, that can switch up on a manager, yeah, after 1 or 2 losses, yeah. They had an agenda. They didn't want him in the first place. Therefore, you shouldn't listen to them.
Well, 100%. And to know where I agree, we should definitely target the domestic cups next season, whoever the manager is. I've done said that. FA Cup and League Cup should definitely, because we've won with worse managers and worse teams. We should always target the domestic cups. I'm in full agreement on that. This squad is good. I think this squad currently right now is good enough to go win FA Cup and League Cup. So if the squad is better, I think we should go always target FA Cup and League Cups. The 2 major ones, that's a whole different kettle of fish. But those 2, we should always.
100%. And this is what it is. So, bro, for me, like, the whole conversation is nonsensical. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, again, yeah, if there was loads of managers out there, yeah, that were factually, gonna come in, hit the ground running and improve us, because again, yeah, what the average football fan doesn't understand, and this is why I say, you see, when people talk about intelligence, if you don't understand football, yeah, if you just don't understand life, because the dressing room, is there's no difference to the dressing room than there is to your office or whatever at work, bro. Like, someone being able to manage characters is very, very important, bro. Everyone's been at a job, where they don't like their manager. And a lot of the time, if you don't like your manager, a lot of the office don't like your manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Productivity in that office is going to be completely different, when you're working for someone you don't fucking like. Do you know what I'm saying? The atmosphere is going to be different when you're working for someone that you don't like, and so on and so forth. Do you know what I mean? We're seeing what's happening at Real Madrid right now. We're seeing what's happening at Real Madrid right now, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking soap opera.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So, you see the complete mess that's going on over there.
This is what I'm saying. And then on top of that, look at what's happening at Chelsea. Look what's happening at Chelsea, bro. There were a lot of players that liked Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca left, and now Chelsea's fucking season has descended into chaos, bro. Do you know what I mean? Rafinha has been sacked, Yes, he's not the best coach in the world, but the truth is, he never had control of that dressing room.
No, because he shouldn't have been there in the first place.
He shouldn't have been there in
the first place.
He shouldn't have been there, and that comes down to the incompetence in the people that hired him in the first place. But the point is, when you get rid of an Enzo Maresca, a popular character like that, you have to replace them with a very, very strong, competent character, or else it descends into chaos, bro. The reason why, Chelsea recovered from the Pochettino situation, because Pochettino actually had quite a backing in the changing room as well, is because Maresca earned the respect of the dressing room immediately.
And the thing is, Maresca won there, as you see him. Like, he got things done, he got results. Look at the runs he won and stuff like that. And that did help them win a couple of trophies on top of that as well. So that tells you all you need to know. And to someone who said in the chat as well, who said it about third and the domestic cups next season, that should be the goal. That should be the aim. Alongside playing better football and everything like that, being closer to the top of the table, knockout round of the Champions League. I've said I think we're 2 summers away minimum, and you have to get them 2 summers right from being a serious outfit at the top. I think we're 2 summers away. I could be wrong. Maybe we have an incredible summer this one, and we go further than I expect. But
based on the last 2 summers we've had, there's no reason not to expect another good one.
Yeah, I expect.
There's no reason. You know, and this is it. Good leadership creates harmony, but it also requires competence. Without that, it still ends up in chaos. But what's more competent than winning 2/3 of your games and only losing 2 games? That's competence.
You see all the players talking about how confident they are. There's a reason they want him to stay.
Brother, we're watching games chilled, bro. Listen, we've become so, like, it's funny how as United fans, we've become so used to just winning games again.
Yeah.
We've become so used to it that people are just chatting shit already. Like we've been winning every week for years. You know them ones there.
We won 2 games in a row once in like 14 months.
You see what I mean? A man are chatting shit like we win every week now, Flawless, because it's so easy to just get comfortable and slip into the fact. Like I use the analogy, guys. You see, when you're just in a relationship that's not toxic and there's no drama, you know what I'm saying? You take the quiet for granted until you end up with a gal that's just chatting shit every day, and then you think, right, you know what? Like, let me text my ex and see if she's still single, bro. You know them way there, bro. This is
me, fam. I know exactly what you're talking
about. This is the situation that man are in right now.
Been there, yo. Been there, like.
You know them ones. This is it, bro. Like it's too comfortable right now. Do you know what I mean? The shit is just too. It's just too cool right now.
Shit, I just had flashbacks, yo.
Brother, I'm telling you, brother. We were celebrating winning 2 games in a row not too long ago, and now we're just winning every week, and people are complaining about how we're fucking winning.
10 and 15 is the way we complain. You know what I'm saying?
Bro?
10 and 15, you know, when it was taking us 10 months to get 10 wins. Man won 13 games in like 14 months. All right, man.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
What?
And these same people have the fucking nerve. You know what I mean? To be complaining about how we're winning these games. Flawless.
Oh my Lord,
brother, we would have given anything for a win.
Yeah,
6 months ago.
With a team they don't think is good enough. That's the craziest part. With players we don't think is good enough. All right, man. Spoiled. Yeah. We've been relaxed because we actually go into games confident, and we take that for granted. Like, yeah, we'll win this game actually.
Crazy.
All right, massive. Putting on relationship.
Out of 13 wins in 14 months, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
14 months. Getting packed up week in, week out. My Lord, man.
And this is the point. So with all of that, yeah, I said peace and stability is boring, and people take that for granted. Of course they do.
That's one thing
I don't, bro. I'm someone that values his peace, yeah, like so highly in life, bro. There's nothing.
Yeah,
I put nothing above that.
I protect that with for everything. If you disturb 100%. My peace, no pun intended.
That's it.
I'm not dealing with it. No ludicrous and jingy, like if you disturb my peace, I'm like, all right, this ain't it for me, man. I'm not with it.
And that's what I'm saying. So with that in mind, yeah, when you think about the intangibles, yeah, the peace that has been brought to this club, the stability that has been brought to this club, how can adding better players to this not make us better?
Yeah,
how?
That's the thing.
It's impossible. If you just use basic logic, yeah, structurally we're very good defensively anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? How can you give this manager better players, yeah? And there's talk of bringing in an attacking coach. If we do go and get the guy from Bayern Munich as well. Cool. If you give him better players, yeah.
Why would things not improve across the board?
Why would things not improve? Because that's the next step logically. Because if he's winning 10 out of 15 with these players that you don't rate, if we get better players in, why can't it be 13 out of 15?
Because that's too good for people. That's why. You know what I'm saying? People are saying it's going to be 6 out of 15. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 out of 15. Like, I don't understand this. He's doing well with this group. So if you give him better, why do results and performances and everything not improve?
And this group like him. And the group respect him. And respect is very, very difficult to get from professional footballers from the jump. Rafinha found that out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very difficult. Thomas Frank still never had the respect of all of the dressing room at Tottenham. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have the accolades, and obviously he doesn't have the reputation as a footballer to fall back on, that the likes of the Carricks, the Xavis, the Zidanes. You know what I mean? Exactly. The Xavi Alonsos. So these guys that are good players don't have to, Vincent Kompany's, they don't have to earn the respect of players because they already have it. Do you know what I mean? Rightly or wrongly. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just like me, like learning how to fight, yeah, training with an active boxer that actually boxes, and I can YouTube his fights and watch man win belts and that.
You're gonna respect him type of
It gives man a different level of respect for everything he tells me, because I know it's coming from a place of experience. Do you know what I'm saying? And that can't be replicated. And it's the same for Michael Carrick stepping into the changing room. So he's got a level of respect that a lot of managers will just never have. They'll just never have it, bro. You know what I mean? Casemiro respects Carrick very, very highly. And Casemiro is someone that's won everything.
Yeah. And I bet they just have such an ultimate respect for each other, especially because they both played in central midfield as well. So they're both going to have that for each other. Yeah, without that. Without that. Right,
and this is what I'm trying to say, bro. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's one of them ones where people just need to understand, yeah, that there's more that goes into it than just picking the team. Do you know what I mean? And style of play, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because the style of play can evolve. And it does evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal are going for the league right now, bro. Like we've seen about 4 different styles of play from Arteta in 7 seasons, bro.
It can be different. That's the thing, is because you want to be adaptable. Not every time it's going to be, because people are like, oh, well, a counter-attacking style of play. The thing is, you can aim to dominate a game and still score from a counter-attack. It's still a good weapon to have in your arsenal. No pun intended. Yeah. So like I said, we get him better players and let's see how it goes. And let's see, because I think we get better as a team overall. I think we get better defensively, and I think we get better offensively. And we've been pretty good over his reign in regards to those 2 things. You're going to have poor performances, people. The squad is not there yet. So it's about improving it and going on from and kicking on. And we should have a good window. And if Carrick does get the job, and then we move. And it's about 100%. Time we go into a season with a manager I actually like. Because we went in with Amarin and Ten Hag the past 2, and I'm like, this is a recipe for disaster. We're starting backwards. Starting backwards, false starts with those 2. At least we're giving ourselves a fighting chance to do something of note. Go win the FA Cups, League Cups there, get into the knockout stages of the Champions League and see where you end up. Spurs finished 5th in the group phase. Sporting finished 4th. So
there you go. And Brian, this is facts, bro. But this is why, again, you see when people talk about style of play, and they talk about, oh, we should go get Enrique. What do you think Enrique's playing PSG ball with fucking Brian and Mbumo, yeah, on the right wing instead of fucking Dembele or, do you know what I'm saying, or fucking Varaskelia or Due, do you know what I mean, or whoever they're rotating over there with. Like, brother, imagine trying to play that fluid, free-flowing, attacking football, yeah, and instead of Varaskelia and Dembele, you got Cunha and Mbumo. What you think you're gonna play that same football with them two?
Nah, he'd adapt. He'd adapt.
Do you know what I mean? He would adapt because he would have to. Yeah. You know, them ones that we're not going to see that football, bruv. Like, what you think Dallo and Shaw are going to be doing up Nuno Mendes and Hakimi? Is that what you think you're going to see? Is that what you think you're going to see? Because, brother, you'll be seeing exactly what you're seeing at Tottenham with fucking De Zerbi, blood. Because De Zerbi's not playing De Zerbi ball at Tottenham, bro. I don't care what no one says, bro. That Tottenham team does not look nothing like Brighton. Do you know what I mean? And that Tottenham team don't look nothing like Marseille. I can tell you that for free. That Tottenham team just looks like a team that are just trying to survive. Right, that's what they look like.
Knows. That's the MO, stay in the league. Deserve be smart enough and experienced enough to know that he's got a job to do, stay in the league. That's facts. That is
you know what I'm saying? 100%. So man needs to allow it, innit? With all this extra stuff, bruv. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's one of them things where the players that you have is going to dictate that. We're being linked with midfielders. We need those. Do you know what I mean? Once we get these midfielders, it's going to help us progress the ball up the pitch. It's going to
defensively and offensively. Those people just overlook that the midfield don't help with both. It helps our defenders perform better and us be a defensive better unit, and it helps our attackers as well. So it helps overall.
That's what I mean. You give Enrique, give Enrique, Bruno, Cass, and Kobe. He's not going to be able to play the way he plays with Vitinha, Neves, and Fabian Ruiz. Bro, because he's got three midfielders that can all drop into the pocket, pick up the ball of centre backs, progress the ball, drive with the ball, all these things. He's got three midfielders to do all that. And then you give him Man United's free. He ain't doing shit with those, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, respectfully. You know what I mean? He ain't doing nothing with them man there, bro. So all these men that are asking for Enrique, you don't understand what that means. You don't understand what that means.
Go to the damn window. That's what it means, which we should anyway. But yeah, you have to go into the window. That's what that means. Go into the window. It was like someone said in the chat earlier. Someone in the comments was like they recruited for his style, and that's what we'd have to do. Is go. We should be recruiting great ballers anyway. So it's like, yeah, you better go and recruit correctly. Whoever the gaffer is, go recruit correctly because we need improvement across the board.
Facts. And this is what it is, bro. So really and truly. Like, man need to just obviously people are gonna have their prejudices there. They're not gonna judge Carrick fairly. People are gonna moan, they're gonna do all these things. I don't care, bro. I'm looking forward to the recruitment in the summer, and then I'm looking forward to seeing what we do from there. But
I'm actually looking forward to the season. Actually looking forward to the season.
I don't see why we won't be successful based on what we're doing so far, yeah. I hope we do bring in that attacking coach, because that's going to help massively, because that will put to bed any doubts that people have in terms of style of play, because that's possibly the one thing we're missing, because Steve Holland defensively sets us up really well. And bringing in someone with a more attacking focus, yeah, just to add to the coaching staff, it's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
Again, it's all about improvement and steps and going into it. I'm actually going to look forward to this. I've hated the starts of our seasons last season, the last two seasons. I said it. I said we're not doing anything of note. I said it on here. I said it on my platform.
We haven't gone into any seasons optimistic in a while.
Yeah, people were telling me, "Oh, like, why are you not looking forward to the season? We are going to be horrendous. It's going to be awful," and it turned out to be. Thankfully, Carrick's managed to salvage it, but we shouldn't try and salvage stuff, because if you're trying to salvage something, that means it went wrong. Yeah. That means there was a wreck somewhere, there was a problem somewhere. It shouldn't be a salvage, it should be a success. So this summer, like you said, very much looking forward to the window. Finally get some new midfielders in, improve elsewhere. Carrick's probably the manager, and then we go from there. And then we back in the Champions League, which I can't wait for. I know there was the Bremo quote. Can't wait. Get to go to a couple Champions League games, get to watch Champions League, should get to the latter stages, and we go from there.
100%. No, 100%, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man said that Riola's out the running for United position as Carrick, just closer to being confirmed as head coach. So yeah, we're gonna see.
What's that sauce, by the way, my guy?
I don't know what the sauce is. What is the sauce, my bro? For that,
no, please.
A man said Carrick is humble enough to know he needs all the help he can get. Absolutely, bro. And so did Sir Alex Ferguson. And Sir Alex Ferguson had a whole team around him. The difference was, we didn't live in the social media era where we knew what everyone was doing and we didn't care either, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like it's well documented. There were days where he was in the office. He wasn't even out on the training ground because he didn't need to be out on the training ground all the time because he was picking a team and he knows who.
Yeah, Mullenstein and that there, man. Doing the jobs.
Yeah. He knows if he knows the strengths and weaknesses of all of his players, and he knows the strengths and weaknesses of his opponents, he doesn't have to watch training to pick a team.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He's smart enough, and he trusts his coaches. That's why you hired him.
But this is what I'm saying. But even trust your coaches or not, bro. Like even as lower level that I've coached that, like there were teams where, like there were times where we weren't even training, bro, and I picked a team based on who we were playing. I don't need training. I know the strengths and weaknesses of my players, so I can pick an 11. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know the strengths and weaknesses of my opposition, so I can pick an 11 to beat them. I don't need to watch training all week. Do you know what I'm saying? I just know that these players play this way. This is how I'm going to approach the game. So you don't need to be on the training ground.
No,
you don't need to be there.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things, guys, where the truth is, I think people are trying to overcomplicate, the role because in the modern game, these men think that being a good coach is somebody that does absolutely everything. Do you know what I mean? You're attacking, you're defensive, you're doing positional play, you're doing all these things, like you're super, super, super hands-on. But a lot of the best coaches weren't that way.
Yeah, I think it depends on the coach. Some coaches like being more hands-on and more control freaks at what's going on. And when I say that, that's in a good way. Some managers are more hands-off and chilled out and have their coaches that have to do that. Like Pep is someone who is very, very much hands-on, for example.
But when you look at modern super successful coaches, Pep's the only one. Because when you look at Carlo, when you look at Jose, do you know what I'm saying? Like these men, when you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, do you know what I'm saying? All these men are not super, super hands-on. Like they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? So Pep is the kind of the outlier. Do you know what I'm saying? He's kind of the outlier, but everyone thinks that Pep is the rule, blood, instead of the exception. When the truth is, the more pragmatic managers, tend to be the ones that actually have success long term. It tends to be them, the more adaptable ones. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why Carlo has won so much in so many different leagues in so many different teams, and it's because of his pragmatism.
Yeah, because he knows how to adapt. He knows what teams need. That's why. He's figured that out. You don't manage everyone the same. The formations ain't the same. The tactics ain't the same. Because the players ain't the same. His AC Milan side he had back in the early 2000s is in the Real Madrid side he had, for example. And he's pointing that out. Same way that ain't the Chelsea side that he had. Right? You figure it out. You adapt to your surroundings 100%. That's what he did. Because we didn't play the same way in the same formation all the time. That's why he brought in new coaching stuff from Carlos Queiroz to Rene Mullenstein, etc., etc.
100%, bro. And the man said, "What about Enrique?" Enrique is from the more of the mode of a Pep Guardiola, and also, you know what I mean? He's only had that success now at 2 clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where when we look at Jose's won things at more different clubs. Carlo's won things at more different clubs. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
obviously,
that's what it is. Like
because they coach different. They coach different.
That's his style. Like Enrique's style is that. His approach is that. Like you mentioned it with boxing. There's so many different styles and approaches to boxers. You have your
100%. If you want to bring in a manager to win almost immediately, you don't look at a manager like Pep or an Enrique. These are not the guys that you bring in to win straight away. These are the guys you bring in to build a framework. Do you know what I mean? And then you have to honor that framework going forward, because if you don't, do you know what I'm saying? And then you bring in the wrong kind of manager after them, then you have to rebuild all over again. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. There's no right or wrong way. And I think that football fans need to get away from the fact that they think that every manager has to have a ideology, like a Xabi Alonso.
Way to be successful. There's more than one way.
Yeah, there's like an Alonso or a fucking or a De Zerbi, all these guys like they like a Iraola. They want these guys to have ideologies. That's why I didn't mind. I like the idea of a Glasner, because he don't have an ideology of a system
more
or
adaptable.
anything like that. Yeah, he adapts, bro. And for me, those are the best managers, bro, because them man say, yo, we're winning today. However, I need to win. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas other managers are like, oh, yeah, we're going to try our best to win playing like this. Brother, no, just win.
At points, again, but it ties into being adaptable because there's certain games that you're like, all right, we need to win. And then there's certain games where you have to adapt to the way, and sometimes like, all right, we ain't going to win this game. Let's get a draw. Certain times you're not playing well and you have to not stink it out, but you're in a fight for a draw. Also, so again, it's you're playing 56. You're playing 50,
bro, look at Glasner. Glasner's in a cup final. Emery's in a cup final.
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence?
No, Emery knows what he's doing, but Emery, he's a good man.
But they're both pragmatic managers.
Yeah, Emery's he's a very good manager. You know,
they're both pragmatic managers. Yeah. And they're both in cup finals regular. You know them, man. and this is what it is. A man in cup finals with different clubs. Yeah, so it's like everyone's so obsessed with trying to be a Pep Guardiola, bro. But look at the kind of managers that be making these cup finals most of the time, bro.
Trying to play the beautiful game.
But that's what I mean. Look at Xabi Alonso was playing this beautiful football at Leverkusen until he bucked up on Atalanta and got smoked. You know them ones, by a brother that was happy to just sit back, contain and attack. You know them one. And this is what it is, bro. So as much as you like playing football a certain way, bro, sometimes you need to be adaptable because adaptability, in my opinion, is where the success and longevity comes from. Yeah, it's the adaptability. Ferguson's ability to adapt is what made him so successful over such a long period.
Because teams figure you out. That's
of course.
If you just play,
and also teams age out of the game, bro, and you get new players, and then you have to rebuild new teams, and you have to do it all over again.
If you just play the same way over and over, people know what's going to happen.
And you could argue with Pep Guardiola right now, the way that he wanted to play, with losing the players and different types of players coming through, he can't really do it no more. It's not as effective.
You got a more P&P team now. Look, his front three. His front three is Semenyo,
100%.
And Haaland.
And because he's got a more P&P team, he's got less control over that team now. That's why they're dropping more points.
Yeah. 100%. Yo, Haaland, Doku. I don't think he's ever had that. I don't know.
Haaland, Doku, and Semenyo is the most anti-Pep front three that you'll ever see.
Yeah, it's the most pace and power front three he's ever had. Yeah, and it shows. And even Cherky's only recent months just come in there in the 10 and stuff. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does indeed do next year. But it's about being adaptable, like you said.
That's it. So I think that people need to keep that in mind, before they before they look for certain types of managers, bro. Like, you have to be careful what you wish for sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, man. But we'll see. Hey guys, run up the lights, people. You already know what time it is. 500 lights target, man. What you got coming up today anyway, my bro?
Yo, blessings for having me as always, Rants. Appreciated. Back on 11:30 p.m. Sports Q&A. So talking more United, this Areola news, everything else, people, all types of stuff. So yeah, solo Q&A today. So that's what's going on 11:30 p.m. And then playoff game as well, game 5 of the Timberwolves Spurs series as well. That's 2 apiece. So that'll be a watch along for that. I think it tips off at like 1:10, 1:15 a.m. So following that. So yeah, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, Sarcasm City TV Extra. Subscribe to both, please.
That's it, bruv. Big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. Let me know who's live as well. People that we like, bruv. Or for a raid. You already know what time it is. I'm saying man's gonna go cook up some food, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man's gonna go cook up some food, people. You already know what time it is. Big up everyone for the conversation as well, man. Solid stream. You already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure, man. Big up everyone inside, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. Man said that Monts is live. So we're gonna Monts is gonna be crashing out over this Alonso thing to Chelsea. Ross Clark, say no more. Yeah, he's gonna be crashing. You know what I mean? So yo, big up everyone inside. You know what I mean? And tomorrow